¿Qué te decir? Sí, so I got the raise, but I still haven't like automated, like set up the system to fully adapt to the new amount of money.
So video coming soon?
Video coming soon. I will apply my own rules that I did in this video.
Nice.
And then do that.
So what are we going to talk about today, Falc? While you're looking at your computer.
So I was Googling, and I found this list that has 27 ways to save money by Nerd Wallet, which actually has some good articles. I've read a few.
Okay.
So I thought we can go through them.
I like it.
All right. So number one, I think the most important, automate transfers.
Like as in automate investing, automate savings.
Right.
I agree.
I think that's the most important one. I think that's the one that we always say, and that's going to be probably the number one thing you can do to save money.
My Roth, those $500 per month, I don't see.
Right.
And that's very helpful because when I get my paycheck, let's say my paycheck is $2,500, I know that's not really the amount of money I have to spend. I know it's $2,000
Right.
because I invest first before, all the fun money. If you leave it till the end, you're more likely to spend that money. So
Right.
that's number one.
And we have a friend, Romero, who's serving in the Army.
Thank you for your service. Appreciate it.
He actually takes it up a step, and he automates it so it doesn't ever hit his account. He has like a portion of the money that hits his checkings and a portion of the money that goes straight to his...
So they direct deposit it to the...
Exactly, to his Roth. Because obviously you probably
Roth.
had that for your 401k, but not the other ones.
What a nerd, eh?
Yeah. Second one, count your coins and bills. Who carries bills and coins?
Yeah, I think
No
that's...
one. That's useless.
That's a 2005 one.
Yeah.
That doesn't
Prep for grocery shopping. So a little work before you go to the grocery store can go a long way towards helping you save money on groceries. So like have a list and not just go to the grocery store and buy whatever you
buy whatever you want. I like that. I have my set items that I buy in the grocery store, so I don't have to plan.
Because you and I eat the same thing every single day.
Right, we meal prep, and that's one of the ones I had. I meal prep and eat chicken and rice Monday through Friday.
Right.
It's a sacrifice I make, and it's very extreme. But if you buy a pound and a half of chicken, it's in Trader Joe's. It's $7-8, and plus rice. Rice is super cheap. Every meal ends up being like $5 per meal.
By the way, I think I'm gonna do a meal prep video.
That would be a good one.
I think you should do the same. Minimize restaurant spending. So for me, that's one of them because I don't eat out, especially during the week. However, you have eating out as one of the two categories that you spend money on, right?
Yes, it's eating out and drinking pretty much. Eating out and going out.
Right.
And eating out only on the weekends though. I mean, when I go to the office, I do like have lunch with my coworkers.
Right.
But during the weekend, Friday I normally have like Chick-fil-A for dinner or lunch, and then I have pasta, which was my second tip. Have pasta before going out because surprisingly it's a good way to be able to drink and not get that drunk.
Right.
Big bowl of pasta.
Get discounts on entertainment. I don't think so. Unless you do the thing with the movies that you especially that I know you go to the movies more often.
Right.
That would
so
be a good
if you go to the movies a lot, I recommend AMC Stubs. You pay $28 a month, and you can go to unlimited movies pretty much throughout the month. If you go twice a month, you're already making your money back. So yeah, I guess you can find deals like that. And to level it up, you can save or invest the money you save by having the subscription. So let's say you go twice to the movies and you would have spent $40 and the subscription's $28, you can save or invest the $12 that you saved.
Right. That's what my brother does every single time he buys a Apple product. He saves the $1,000 for the iPhone, and then he takes out the loan that has interest free, and then he grabs those $1,000 and he puts it in Apple stock.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that, and that was one of my ones that I wanted to say. It's basically, I don't know if it's going to come up, it's basically gamifying saving and investing.
Okay.
So, for example, if on a Tuesday night I'm extremely tired and I'm about to get Uber Eats, I have the Chipotle in my cart, the $22 a bowl, the $22 bowl. I know it's going to be an instant, as soon as I'm done, I'm going to regret it. So what I do is to motivate myself to cook, I say, you know what, I'm going to get that $22 and invest it in the S&P. A funnier way to invest would be to invest it in Chipotle.
So you say, if it costs me $20, I'll spend it, but I also have to put $20 in the S&P.
No, I'm not going to spend it. Instead of spending it, I'm going to invest it and cook.
Right. But you go through the entire process of creating the order in your own.
Right. And then at the end, I regret it. I feel bad. And so to motivate myself to cook, I say, I'm going to cook. And at the end, I'm going to be able to invest $20, which might not sound as much, but we love compounding, and if you do that every month, it.
So do you call that gamifying investing?
Gamifying.
I like it. That's a new one. All right. Yeah. Map out major purchases. Rabbit Sethi talks about that he knows he's going to spend money in December for gifts, so he saves money every single month. A little
It's a little intense. Ramin said it too for weddings. He says as long like even if you're 22, start saving up for your wedding. I think that's a little intense. I don't do that personally. I don't know if you do that.
No.
Yeah. So.
But if you do have a major purchase, you can start like setting some money aside. Like I have to fix my car because it has a dent. $700, and I'm planning to save like $250 every single month.
That's good.
Restrict online shopping. Yeah, I mean that's pretty basic.
Pretty obvious.
Delay purchases with a 30-day rule, and they say that it's for big purchases. Yes, I thought about buying my Dyson vacuum Flex.
Nice.
For like 3 months until the end. I was like, yeah, you know what? I think it's the right choice. I save the money. Let's do it.
Yeah, I mean I agree. Again, going back to the gamifying, there's times that someone recommends a book, someone recommends something, and I have it in my Amazon. I have the book, I have the product, I have the water flush, whatever,
right.
$30. And before I buy it, I think about it. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna give it a couple of days. If I still want it after a couple of days, I'll buy it. And if I don't want it, I'll invest that money into the S&P.
Nice. Yeah. I like that. I like the 30-day rule. That's a good one to measure.
That's a solid one.
Get creative with gifts. You can save money with affordable gift ideas like herb gardens and books. Sure.
I think it depends on the person. Obviously, if it's your girlfriend, you might want to like impress her with something nice. Right. But if it's your dad or your mom, you might make him or her cry with a $20 gift by getting creative and making it meaningful.
Right.
So that's a good one.
10 is lower your car cost. You don't have a car right now, but for me, they say refinance your auto loan. I don't have a loan in my car, but shopping around car insurance does work really well.
Have you done it?
I haven't done it, and I paid $200 for my car insurance, which is a little high.
I'm pretty sure there's apps for that.
There's apps that you can do it. The thing for me is that I'm just young, so they charge you a lot, even though I haven't had a crash or anything. So yeah, reduce your gas usage. Yeah, depends on the city that you.
Can you do that in Miami?
No, you can't. The only thing that you can do in Miami is be mindful of tolls, because tolls add up very, very quick.
How much do you spend per month on tolls? What do you say?
I don't. I'm just mindful that every single time, for example, every single time I go to Key Biscayne, $5.
$5.
Because you enter, it's $225. Yeah, and then when you come out, it's like $225. So around.
Okay. Plus I got you spend.
Every time I go to Costco, same thing. It's like $10, like probably like $6.
Okay.
So once a month it doesn't matter, but it does add up.
Yeah.
Bundle cable and internet. I don't have cable, but I do have internet, and it does work a little bit. How much do you pay for internet?
$50.
Between you and your roommate, or
yeah, we pay $100. We each pay $50.
Okay, and you guys don't have cable.
We don't have cable.
No, but that does work, and it might depend on your building. 13, switch to your cell phone plan. I'd rather spend $70 that I spend on my phone plan and just know that I'm gonna have a good service.
Yeah, I agree.
But I do have a friend that bundled his cell phone plan with like 3 other guys, and he just Venmos him like every single month, and he saves.
And that works?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Reduce your electricity bill. I think this is severely slept on. I know when people come over, they always leave the lights on.
The AC.
The AC, that's a big one.
Do you think about it when you do laundry? Like, I'm gonna save up laundry?
No, never that way. But if I'm not in the room, like I remember my ex-girlfriend used to hate it when I was walking from one room to the other. I would turn all the lights off,
right?
Because I would be like, "Let's turn the light off here," and I'll turn it on over there.
Of course.
And that's just because I don't want to leave the light on when I go to sleep.
I agree. I mean, I'm the same way in my house. JP, my roommate, is the same way in the house. Like, if we're not using a light, we turn it off.
Right.
We turn off the AC when we're not in the house.
Exactly. That's what I do. I usually close like the windows when I'm leaving the house, so they don't have to like put the AC on to get the house cold if I'm not gonna be here. So it's not about being cheap, it's about being mindful.
Yeah, for sure.
Lower your student loan payments. Barney's gonna do that in the future.
Actually, I'm not.
Actually, he's not, but we're gonna full ride. Congratulations. But we can do a video with JP, our other friend that has loan payments. Cancel unnecessary subscriptions.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. Just be very mindful of every single time you enter a subscription.
That's a good one. And I actually did that recently because I wasn't using Hulu, and they raised the price to like $13 per month.
Oh, wow.
And guess what I did?
Canceled it.
I canceled it and made a recurring investment, $13 a month.
Love it. Amazing. I love it. That's great. Refinance your mortgage. We'll do that in the future.
Hopefully.
Set saving goals. That's a really big one. I remember the first time I hit $1,000 saved in my bank account. It was a great accomplishment.
If you don't have a rainy fund, set a savings goal. Every month, I'm gonna put $200 towards my rainy fund until I achieve $20,000, and then you move on to the next thing.
Number 19, track spending.
I love that one.
So we do that.
I love that one, and I left it. I stopped doing it last year when I started doing all the NBA stuff because I just didn't want to spend time on that. And guess what happened? My spending got out of control.
Right.
And I started doing it again this month, and it's awesome because you can visualize everything and you know how much money you have to spend.
So when do you do it?
I do it every Sunday.
Right?
Or any time that I remember. Like if it's a Wednesday and I just got food and I have my computer there and I'm not doing anything, I'll just input it.
I think something that helps there and makes you more mindful of getting additional credit cards is if you have 5 credit cards, those are 5 savings that you have to look at.
Yeah.
That's why I try to like keep as little credit cards as possible.
Or just use one.
We usually get asked, what are some good apps? The answer to that is we both use Excel.
We both use Excel. I've tried a lot of apps.
Which is how you tried?
I've tried Mint, which closed down.
Right.
Now Mint transferred over to Credit Karma, which it's good, as well as Rocket Money. They're both
Rocket
good
Money, right?
in telling you like expenses, and I like that they send me emails whenever I do like an extraordinary expense. So for example, I paid the booth deposit last week, which was $2,000, and I got an email instantly saying big expense just reported. Was this you? Right. And it's good because in case of fraud, you're gonna find out instantly.
Right.
So that I like those apps for that.
But you still rather have your Excel?
I rather have the Excel because it's not the same just having an app and just seeing the number as you inputting the number and thinking, oh, I'm a dumbass. I spent $15 on a breakfast.
You can download your statements from the bank, from your bank website on an Excel, but I remember my brother telling me once, and I kind of do the same, is I rather not do that and actually have to put it so you can see it through.
I agree.
20, pay off high interest debt. So there's 2 ways of targeting debt. One is target the ones with the smallest interest payments. The second one, just to get motivation. The second one is pay the one with the highest interest debt.
The first method you mentioned is the snowball because you pay the lowest amount and then you get motivated. The second one, which is on paper the one that's correct because you want to pay the least interest, is to pay the highest interest account. But the worst thing you can have, the thing that destroys your finances, is credit cards, like you said, because that's by paying your credit card bill, that's an instant 27% return per year that you get. That you can't get anywhere else. Yeah,
there's no way you're going to find an investment that has that amount of interest.
Correct.
21, keep savings in a high-yield savings account.
Yep.
Pretty obvious, but let's share Capital One.
And Marcus. Marcus pays 4.5%.
Nice.
It seems obvious, but a lot of people don't know that they exist. I have a friend that has a lot of money in his Bank of America savings account that pays 0.01%.
Right.
Because they don't understand the concept of a high-yield savings account. If you have money laying around, you should get one because there's truly no downside to it.
Right. And if you want to get even more fancy, you can do a money market mutual fund, which we did a video on.
Right here.
There you go. Create a 50-30-20 budget. I'll start with this one.
This is your thing.
Yes, but no. Your budget doesn't have to be 50-30-20. You just have to have a budget.
Yeah. I agree. I mean, I live in New York, and
once you pay your necessities, once you pay your rent, your insurance, you're saving for retirement, do whatever you want with your money.
Yeah.
If you want to buy a Porsche and just not eat any food, do that. Just as sure as you paid rent, you save money.
Don't leave your house and save all that money. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Shop consignment in thrift stores. Sure.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, you can do that. I mean, if not spending a lot of money in clothes is your thing, you can do that. Join initiatives to get free items.
Okay.
Interesting.
So do charity to get a free shirt.
Use car sharing services. If you need to rent a car, consider non-traditional car sharing services like Turo or Get Around. Dude, have you heard of Turo?
No.
It's Airbnb, but for people that have luxury cars.
Okay.
So if you have a Porsche and you just have it in your driveway, you can have people rent it for the weekend.
Because I guess maybe if you have a car payment,
right,
it might be worth, and you only use your car, you only have to go in the office 3 times a week. Maybe it's worth it to do that.
Right. Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe a video coming soon. Got to do the math.
Yeah. Second to last, stock up on household supplies when they're cheap. Yes. I'm a big fan of this. Mark Cuban mentioned it. He says, if you go to the supermarket or if when I go to Costco, if I see that my the conditioner and shampoo is on discount, they have no expiration. Last time I went, I bought 6 packages.
No, I agree. I agree. 2 problems for me. In New York, 1, there's no Costco, and 2, my apartment is the size of this living room, so I can't. But definitely, once I live in Chicago, I have more space. That's an awesome idea.
Yeah,
awesome
every
idea.
time you go to a place that has like a discount for something that doesn't have an expiration date, buy as much as you can.
And it takes away from your mental, like, having to think, like, oh, I'm running out of shampoo, I'm running out of laundry detergent, because you're stocked up for an apocalypse, if anything.
For a good time. And then the last one, 27, is enjoy community events. I think this is actually a good one. Like, for example, great date idea when you're going out with someone. Go to like a free concert they do. Like for example, here in Miami Beach, they do it all the time, and that's there's a lot of different ideas that you can do that, especially for dates that have no cost.
No, yeah, and you mentioned it in the last video plug in the first episode. The finding cheap or free things to do. Go to a park in Lincoln Center. They sometimes play movies, and they have like chairs for that's a good date.
Yep, I like it. All right, we'll finish with that one.
Cheers.
Subscribe.